Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda 24/7, the special YouTube series of your LRB subject in the English medium language. Those candidates who are new in this session, do not forget to like and subscribe the channel, because if you subscribe the channel, the session will be automatically come in your mobile, and this session and this season is very much important, because as you know that your this LRB subject is only the last subject of this session. Even all the three subjects, that is PPB, AFB and LRB, in the November session, this is the last subject, because as you know that from 2023 the new syllabus will be introduced in your JAIIB subject and CAIIB subject. So if you want to crack this exam, you simply have to crack this JIB in this November only. Otherwise, you will lose this opportunity. These three papers are very easy if I compare to the other subjects. So that's why if you want to clear your JIB exam, so this is the only opportunity in which you can easily crack your exam. Okay. And those candidates who are new in this session, please purchase and this enroll in this new English medium batch, which is going to be start from 18th of July. Okay, sorry, 25th of July, this new English medium batch is going to be start. So if you want to get enroll in this batch, you simply have to use the code that is Y391, and you can easily get 78% discount in this batch. Okay, so those candidates who are new, do not forget to enroll in this batch, because in this batch there will be the live classes of all the teachers. Okay, ebooks will be available. Ebooks means the one-liner book will be available for all the three subjects. The test series will be available of all the three paper, and the recorded videos you can see at any time and anywhere. Okay, good morning sir and ma'am. Okay, so this is all about your second batch, because the first batch is already started from the 4th of July. Okay, now first of all, we will understand the one term, and then after we will do the question. Okay, so today's term is the term property. What do you mean by the term property? So if I say the word property, it means in which you have in a one word you can say, in which you have a absolute right, that is called the property. Okay, the property is basically divided into the two parts. The property can be movable property, and the property can be the immovable property. Movable property means which can be moved from one place to another. Suppose your bike is there, car is there, jewelry is there. That property is the movable one. And immovable means suppose the land and the home is there, which we cannot, give one person to another person physically. We only have to hand over the documents that say about that you have a complete transfer of ownership to the another person. So that is the basic difference between this one movable and immovable property. And if I talk about this movable property, so the sales of good act is the act that is given in the this one module D. Sales of good act generally deal with the movable property, and for the immovable property, the one act is there, and both act is very much important. The transfer of property act is there, which immovable property have to deal in this one. Okay, so this is the basic definition about the movable and immovable property. So hope so you understand the term property. Okay, so daily class we will do the one question, one legal term, which is very important from the examination point of view. Okay, now let's do the question. Number one question: as per the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, this is the act. Okay, the banks are required to maintain the record for specific transaction of a period, whether it is 20-year, 10-year, 5 to 8-year and 5-year. So basically in this question, the act name is Prevention of Money Laundering Act. You have to identify that how many year the bank have to keep the record. The question is very simple. How many year you have to keep the record, that the bank have to maintain the record. And I think in the yesterday's question we have done that if any person have do the transaction that is above 10 lakh rupees, so for that thing they have to maintain as a record. So how many years they have to keep that record with themselves? The first question is very easy. And just try to write down the important terms of each and every question so that it will be, the self notes will be available, and there in the always in the JAIIB exam there is a gap between the 1 week of AFB and LRB, so you can easily revise your notes whatever you are writing from the YouTube session and from the paid batch. Okay, it's on you whether you want to crack or not, because if you think that I have so much opportunity, then you cannot. If you think that this is my last opportunity, anyhow I have to crack JAIIB, you can absolutely crack your JAIIB exam. So for the first one class, 5 year is the right answer, that the bank have to maintain the record within the 5 year. Okay, so for the first one, D is the right answer. And the students who are giving me the answer, you can easily tally your answer, and before answering any question you have to ask yourself that why this D is the right answer, whether it is a legal fact or whether there is any logic behind the question. Now second question, next. A customer filed a complaint with the ombudsman which was rejected. Okay, so this question has been taken from the term ombudsman. Okay, so the customer have filed the complaint and the ombudsman have rejected that complaint. Okay, so what is the remedy that is available to the customer if the complaint is rejected by ombudsman? What is the remedy? The first option is the grounds of rejection cannot be appealed against by the customer. Customer can only file a suit in a court of law. Customer can request for review, that is revision, or the ground of rejection can be appealed against within 30 days. Pooja Bharti ma'am, for integrated banking ombudsman, I have already ma'am made a video. I will just send this video in your link. Okay, don't worry Pooja ma'am, because in the YouTube session I have already covered this integrated banking ombudsman scheme in the YouTube session. You can just search in the playlist ma'am, in which you can easily get this one. And if you are new in this session, do not forget to like the session. So what is the exact answer of second one? That whether there is any appeal, whether there is any limitation period for that act. So for the second one, the exact answer is yes. If banking ombudsman rejected the complaint, so we have a right to appeal against that decision, that complaint, that rejection within the 30 days. So this is the right answer. Next question. It's a LLP, that is limited liability partnership. This is a particular act that is regulated under the provision of which of the following act? So LLP is regulated under which of the following act? Act is means law book. So whether it is Indian Partnership Act, Company Act, Indian Contract Act, or none of the above. Which of the following is the right answer regarding the LLP? LLP is regulated by which act? Indian Partnership Act, that is 1932. Company Act 2013, you have to read Indian Contract 1872. So whether LLP is held by either of these three act, LLP. It's a limited liability partnership. So whether some act is there or not. For the third one, the exact answer is the LLP Act is their class, LLP Act 2008. So that is regulated by this act. So that's why D is the right answer. Okay, because this partnership act generally deal with the partners. What are the partners? What are the right and duties of the partners? But for LLP, the separate act has been made. Those candidates who are giving the wrong answer, do not worry, because these questions are new for you. So that's why it's a beginning. Try to catch the important key points of these questions. If you note down the key points, that will, give you the best result as a self notes. Now, next question. Okay, class. Dash involves the promotion of corporate fairness. What is corporate? That is related to the company. Transparency, after fairness, comma is there, transparency and accountability in the interest of all the stakeholder. What is stakeholder? The holder who have purchased the share of the company. So what is the exact word for this meaning? Whether it is risk management, corporate risk management, corporate strategy, or corporate governance. Fourth one. Hello. It's a simple definition that is, given in this one. For the fourth one, the corporate governance means that thing. So it basically means, whatever the company is doing, each and everything except the important terminology or important, the secrets, they do not have to tell to the other person, but whatever the business they are doing, it should be comes under the fairness, transparency and accountability. So that's why D is the right answer. Corporate governance is the right answer. Okay, next question. Okay, a contract is valid. Valid means that's contain the essential points of the valid contract if the consideration is lawful when the desire of the promisor, the promise. First of all, fifth question, this paragraph is totally the definition of the term consideration, which is given under the Indian Contract Act. And what is consideration? That is so simple. Suppose X and Y is there. X want to give his car at the rate of 1 lakh. So for X person, 1 lakh is consideration, and for Y person, this car is called consideration. I think consideration, you all know the definition, something for something, that is called consideration. So this definition is of Indian Contract Act. So what is written in this definition? That the contract is valid if the consideration is lawful. The first point is lawful when at the desire of the promise has done, does, or promises to do. It means that definition is, it's a present consideration, it's a past consideration, and it's a future consideration. Just like your past contract, future contract, and this one, present contract. Suppose I have purchased the car and opposite party have given me the money. That is called the past contract. We have done it. Present, that we are doing. And future, that we have to do. We have to do the legal formalities. That is called future contract. So just like these three contract, consideration can also be past, present and future, and that is written in this one. So what is the exact answer of fifth one? These questions are totally based on the concept. So consideration means simply something for something or something in return, that is called consideration. So for the fifth one, class, everybody have to participate in this question. So for the fifth one, the exact answer is all the points are correct regarding the consideration. So A to C is the right answer, because this statement that has done and abstain, that is called the past consideration, and does and abstain, that is called the present consideration, and this is the future consideration. So that's why all points are given under the term consideration under the Indian Contract Act. Okay, so A is the right answer. Good. Next, in the contract of bailment, class, contract of bailment, if the bailee does something inconsistent to the contract, Now, what is bailment? The concept is very simple. Bailment means suppose X person is there, Y person is there. X is giving his jewelry to the Y person. So suppose Y is the bank and X person is giving jewelry for the safety, for the safe custody of the jewelry to the bank. So in that case, class, the X person will be called as the bailer because he is delivering the property to the other person and the other person is called bailee. Okay, this is called the contract between X and Y is called bailment. So tell me class, if the bailee, that the bank if does something that is inconsistent, so what the bailer have a right? And you have to tell me which is not correct. First of all, we have to revise that what the bailer can do. Can bailer demand the damages? This damages means can bailer demand the compensation? Yes, bailer can demand the compensation because see, the bailee have done the inconsistent work, that is opposite. The contract become voidable at the option of bailer? Yes, voidable means bailer can breach the contract absolutely. Third is demand the compensation for any damage. Yes, the bailer can demand compensation. So if all the 3 points are right, so the exact answer is 6-1. D is the right answer. Excellent. D is the right answer because class, first of all, you have to identify this term bailment that is given under module D and the act name is Indian Contract Act. This term is given under the Indian Contract Act and the definition I have already told you in this term. So class, by these solving the question, we are exactly knowing the important concept of your LRB subject. So that's why I am saying please regular in the class at 9 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Okay, now next question. Seventh one. For the action of a partner in the LLP. So if you know the concept of the LLP, you have to tell me what is the action of partner in LLP. All partners become automatically liable in LLP. LLP has become liable. It means the LLP, this one, the firm. Other partners do not become liable except in special cases and none of the given option is correct. One of the statement is given that is correct about in this one. And class, LLP is nothing. LLP is the mixture of your partnership and company. LLP is the mixture of your partnership and company. They have a some quality of partnership and some quality of company. So I have given you a very good hint so you can easily do the right answer. So for the seventh one, Pooja ma'am have given the exact answer. The other partners do not become liable. See class, in the simple definition of the term Partnership Act, in the Partnership Act, if I talk about this one, if one partner, suppose in the partnership firm, 3 partners are there. If one partner will done the wrongful act, all the partners will be liable. But this quality have not been taken by the LLP. In LLP, if one partner have done the wrongful act, all partners will be not liable. So that's why C is the right answer. Eighth question. Which of the following right is not available to the unpaid seller? Unpaid seller where the property has passes on the buyer. First of all, what do you mean by the term unpaid seller? Unpaid seller is basically which is not fully paid. Suppose X person is there, Y person is there. X person have given goods to the Y person. Now Y have to give 5 lakh rupees for that goods and the Y have not given the rupees. So X person will be called as the unpaid seller. So you have to tell me what right is not available for the unpaid seller. The first option is a lien. What is lien? Lien means to hold the goods. Suppose if the buyer have not given the exact money, so the seller have a right to hold the goods till the full payment is not done. So a lien on goods for price while he is in possession of the goods, that right is available. A is right one. In the case of insolvency of the buyer, suppose buyer is insolvent. Insolvent means he have a nothing. a right of stopping the goods in transit after he has parted with the possession. It means, suppose if the goods are transferring from seller to buyer and the buyer have not paid the money, so the seller have right to stop the goods. Whatever the goods that is going through the truck or any vehicle, seller have a right to stop the goods. So B is also right. Right to resale, exactly. If the buyer will not give the full money, the seller have a right to resell to the another partner. So which of the following is not available? If everything is available, so that's why D is the right answer. D is the right answer. Okay, excellent. Next question. A stipulation that is collateral to the main purpose of the contract under the sales of good. What is called? That is so simple. I have already told you in the SOGA Act, only 3 concepts you have to understand. So what is called condition, warranty, guarantee and undertaking? The explanation is given here. You have to identify which is the following word. Tell me. The stipulation which is collateral to the main transaction. Collateral. I'm just telling you the exact explanation of 2 words. One is condition, one is warranty. You have to just match which of the following is the right one. In the one definition, suppose if we demand 3D TV and the shopkeeper have give normal TV, so I have a right to reject the goods, or either I can just demand the fund. That is a one definition. Second one, suppose if I purchase the mobile, so I cannot give mobile after 1 year or 2 year, or I cannot reject the mobile, but I can just change the battery if it is not under the warranty. Now I have just given you the hint. I have just given you the hint which of the following is the correct answer. 9th one. So here class, if the stipulation is collateral, that is the warranty. For the 9th one, B is the right answer. The stipulation which is collateral to the main purpose of the contract, that is called warranty. Because in condition, the stipulation which is the essential of the contract, that is called condition, but warranty, that is collateral to the purpose of the contract. So for the 9th one, B is the right answer. If in this one, this is not written, then you have to tick mark the condition, because in condition, we have a right to refund the money from the seller, and we can reject the goods. Okay. Now, last question. What is the minimum and maximum number of partner in LLP class? 2, maximum no limit. 2, maximum 50. 2, maximum 20. 2, maximum 10. 10th one. And those candidates who are new in this session, do not forget to like the session and subscribe the channel so that you can easily see the everyday events every day. What is the minimum and maximum number of partners under LLP, that is limited liability partnership? So for the 10th one, you are absolutely right. A is the right answer. Excellent. A is the right answer. So class, I don't want right now your how much marks you got, but whatever question I'm just showing you in this session, please make a notes in your copy. At least just write a one word. Suppose the 10th question is there, so what you have to do in a one word copy, that is minimum and maximum number of partners is LLP, that is 2 and no limit. Only that 1 and 2 line you have to note down from each and every question. So candidates, if you are new in this session, if you want to learn each and every concept, that whatever I am just taking from the question, so this paid batch is there, which is going to be start from 25th of July. So if you want to get enrolled in this batch, you have to use the code Y391 and you can easily get 78% discount in this batch. Okay, that is all for today's class, and this is the first batch that is already started from 4th of July. And if you are a new one, you want to target to crack JAIIB and CAIIB in this session only, So this is the JAIIB ka Mahapack. You can easily purchase JAIIB ka Mahapack, in which every paid classes will be available, test series will be available, e-books will be available, and every medium of language is available in the JAIIB ka Mahapack. Okay, that's all for today's class. Have a nice day. We will meet you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. in bilingual language and 9 p.m. in the English medium language. Thank you so much.